The last three spots of the European Championships is up for grabs. Who will take the trip to Germany? Are we going to get a debutant? Can Georgia, Kazakhstan, or Luxembourg create history for their nation? And will we get a Wales versus Poland? Or can my nation surprise them? Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and remember to download SofaScore. Keep up to date with all the European Championship qualifier games next week with SofaScore. You can check out all the stats. So remember to download SofaScore. Link is in the description down below. Let's get into the predictions of this year's Euro qualifiers playoffs. So we start off with Path C, and the first matchup we're going to talk about is Greece and Kazakhstan. Gus Poyet is looking to lead Greece to their first European Championship since 2012. The team was very competitive during their qualifiers against the two big teams in the group in France and Netherlands. Masouras needs to continue his good form for Greece alongside Mavropanos in defense, dealing with the counterattacks that Kazakhstan does possess in their team, and that is the strength of this Kazakhstan team. And then Kazakhstan, can they truly conquer Greece away? Well, if you look at their away record in qualifiers, it was actually quite good, beating San Marino, Finland, and Northern Ireland away from home. So no doubt, they won't fear away from playing at home. Alip will be suspended. Zaynutirov will be key coming back into the midfield. The Besiktas midfielder has been excellent this season and during the qualifiers. This is a tough one to call. Even though Greece, I would say, are the better team, you just cannot write off this Kazakhstan team. They have momentum, they have belief, and they could play anywhere, and they will keep playing their football. And it's going to be a little bit defensive. Greece, I think they're going to be left frustrated. Ultimately, Greece will advance to the final of Path C. And the other matchup, it is Georgia and Luxembourg, two debutants looking to make it to the Euros. Georgia looking for their first ever major competition appearance, and having the game at home will be a big plus on their side. But unfortunately for them, Kvaratskhelia will be suspended for the game. The issue for Georgia is hasn't been scoring during these qualifiers, but defensively, they haven't kept any clean sheets, and that is something they will need to work on against Luxembourg, who were scoring for fun during the qualifiers. Mikhail Daise will need to step up in the absence of Kvara, and Georgia have a lot of goal scorers. They're at home. We have Luxembourg. Can the rise of Luxembourg end with a phenomenal qualification to the Euros? Zinani, who was the top scorer for Luxembourg, will be suspended. Also, no Rodriguez or Vincent Till. So Luxembourg are definitely up against it right now with these suspensions and injuries. But this team have always faced adversity, being such a small nation and always going up against the big nations in Europe. Leandro Barreiro will be the key man in the midfield. At Luxembourg, they were so good in the qualifiers, destroying Bosnia home and away, beating Iceland. Luxembourg were a joy to watch, but I think it comes to an end in this game. I think Georgia will advance to the final. Then the final will be Georgia versus Greece in Georgia. This is their chance, Georgia. If they want to qualify for their first ever major tournament, it's on a golden plate here. Greece are a tough team. Very good defensively. They have some goal scorers in their side. I think Georgia have really been preparing for this moment. They lost obviously to North Macedonia in the last qualifiers to qualify for Euro 2020. This time around, I think Georgia will do it, and they will qualify for their first ever major competition and beat Greece and qualify to the Euros. On to Path B, where the first game is Bosnia versus Ukraine. Bosnia. Oh boy, it is simply a mess, the FA. They have made poor decision after poor decision after poor decision, and Zavo Milicevic, 4 games in charge, has only picked up 1 win versus Liechtenstein and 3 losses, including losing to Luxembourg 4-1 away. 4-1. Bosnia, of course, they will look to their 2 experienced players of Pjanic and Dzeko to lead Bosnia to qualification. Bosnia have some good talents coming through, but the FA is a mess, and that is affecting this national team. I feel bad for Bosnians. They don't deserve this, and their national team, well, not really the national team, the FA is a disgrace. Ukraine, looking for their 4th straight qualification to the Euros. Rebrov has done well since becoming the manager, and the amount of talent Ukraine has, from Dovbek to Zhainkov to Zabarny to Mudryk. Ukraine will be favorites, and they will face a hostile environment in Bosnia, but this squad will have enough, and I think they have a good environment with Rebrov as the manager. I think Bosnia, there's just too much of a mess. Ukraine are too good. Ukraine to the final of Path B. The other game is Israel versus Iceland. The game will be played in Hungary. Israel started the qualifiers well and then kind of faded away at the end. They don't score a lot of goals. They don't concede a lot of goals. They have a lot of talent coming through. They need to rely on the experience of Zahavi leading the line. Iceland only 1 win away in qualifiers versus Liechtenstein. They're going to have to improve that big time. If they can replicate the form they show at home, away, Iceland will win this game. They have talented players from Hunusen at Ajax to Haraldsson at Lille. Iceland do have the talent and can pose a threat to Israel. But is it enough to qualify for the Euros? I don't know. But for this game, I think it's going to be 1-1. It goes to penalties. And I think it's a coin flip. And I'll give it to Iceland. Iceland win on penalties. It doesn't matter whether it's Iceland or Israel. Ukraine are winning this Path B. If Ukraine don't win this Path B, it is a disgrace. They are by far the best team in this bracket, and I think Ukraine will beat Iceland quite convincingly. I'm going to go 3-0 and qualify to their 4th straight Euros. And the last path, it is Path A. Poland and Estonia. Let's be honest here. Poland will be heavy, and I mean heavy favorites over Estonia, who are in Path A thanks to winning their group in the Nations League. Estonia have never qualified. Obviously, they were very close to qualifying in 2012. You know, the likes of Konstantin Vasiliev. The key issue for Estonia, they scored 2 goals in 8 qualifying games. 2. And you're going up against Poland. Now look, Poland aren't the greatest. Michał Probierz, the manager for 4 games, still hasn't produced great results. And Poland with Lewandowski to Kiwior, they have a lot of good players, Poland. They will beat Estonia. If they don't beat Estonia, I mean, liquidate the Polish FA. Liquidate it. Don't run it anymore. Poland have to win this game, and they know they're going to go away for the final, no matter if it's Finland or Wales, but Poland will win this game and advance to the final. And then the next game, oh man, why do I have to do this? Wales versus Finland. Again, Wales are a very strong home side. Beating Croatia during the qualifiers at home, the quality from Harry Wilson to Brennan Johnson, Ben Davies. The only question mark I have for Wales is the goalkeeping. It's not the greatest, but Wales, other than that, they got a talented team, and they're strong at home. So, as a Finnish person, I have no confidence heading into this game. And Finland, of course, will be looking for back-to-back appearances at the Euros. They have to win this game. They were not great away from home. They beat San Marino away 2-1. They beat Northern Ireland and Kazakhstan only 1-0 and got destroyed by Denmark and Slovenia away. So, when you combine the home form for Wales against the away form for Finland, it's pretty much a mismatch in my opinion. The good thing for Finland is a lot of the players are in good form, from Johan Pohjanpalo to Teemu Pukki to Glenn Kamara to, of course, the goalkeeper Lukas Radecki. So that at least gives me some confidence for this game, but I think inevitably Wales are going to win this game. I'm going to go 2-1. It's going to be a close affair. Maybe Wales will struggle at the beginning, but the talent will come through. The attacks down from the wings for Wales is going to cost Finland a lot of issues, and I think that's what pushes Wales to the final, and they will host Poland. Then the final of Path A will be Wales versus Poland, a spot for the Euros up for grabs, and I think Wales are actually going to qualify because the game is at home. If this was in Poland, I would give it to Poland. If this was in Wales, which it is, it's going to Wales, and I think Wales will qualify yet again to the Euros and beat Poland at home. So there you have it, people. The predictions are there. May I be wrong for Finland. I pray that we qualify. Of course, we're going to have a recap after the playoffs are over, and we'll be discussing about every group, because then we finally know all 24 teams that will be traveling to Germany. Remember to give your score predictions in the comments down below. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. If you want coverage of international football, this is the channel to be. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. And always Suomi on. Please qualify for the Euros. Adios, everybody.